These girls are training for the regional championships, which I think you perfectly well know.
No! I'm a student.
Released on March 18, 2005, Ice Princess is a Disney coming-of-age film about a physics-obsessed teenager who uses science to become a competitive figure skater, giving up a Harvard scholarship to follow a dream her mother never saw coming. One of its stars went on to become one of the most beloved characters in the Star Wars universe. One married her longtime partner in a private 12-person ceremony in London while wearing a Dior suit styled by Patricia Field. One died in February 2025, and one just passed away a few days ago. So where did they all end up? Kim Cattrall plays Tina Harwood, the former competitive skater who now coaches at the rink, who pushes her daughter Jen relentlessly and sabotages the film's protagonist when she sees the new girl outperforming her own child. Cattrall played Tina's driven, morally complicated ambition with a precision that made her the film's most watchable adult presence, even as the character does genuinely terrible things. Kim Cattrall was born Kim Victoria Cattrall on August 21, 1956 in Liverpool, England, the daughter of a construction engineer, father, and secretary mother who emigrated to Canada when she was a child. She trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York and built her early career in theater and film before Sex and the City made her a global name as Samantha Jones from 1998 to 2004, earning 5 Emmy and 4 Golden Globe nominations and winning a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. She famously stated that she had never been friends with her Sex and the City co-stars, describing their relationship as purely professional. She was previously married 3 times before marrying British audio engineer Russell Thomas on December 4, 2025 in a small ceremony of 12 guests at Chelsea Old Town Hall in London wearing a Dior suit styled by SATNC costume designer Patricia Field. She turned 70 on August 21, 2026. After Ice Princess, Kim Cattrall made a surprise cameo as Samantha Jones in the Sex and the City revival and Just Like That in 2023. Satisfying years of fan speculation, she has focused largely on British projects in recent years, working with the BBC and told British Vogue in early 2026, "I'm enjoying playing me. The older I get, the more the characters have my traits." She is 70 years old as of August 2026. Michelle Trachtenberg plays Casey Carlyle, the brainy high school outsider who discovers that the physics of figure skating is the perfect subject for her Harvard scholarship project, and who then falls so completely in love with the sport that the scholarship stops mattering. Trachtenberg carried the film on her own terms, bringing a natural intelligence to a character who could easily have been a cliché. Michelle Trachtenberg was born Michelle Christine Trachtenberg on October 11, 1985 in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, New York, the daughter of Jewish immigrant parents, her father from Germany and her mother from Russia. She began acting in commercials at age 3, appeared in over 100 commercials as a child, made her film debut in Harriet the Spy in 1996, and became known to a generation of viewers as Dawn Summers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Georgina Sparks in Gossip Girl. She never married and had no children. At the time of her death, she was in a relationship with talent agent Jay Cohen. Her final Valentine's Day social media post, published just days before she died, was a playful tribute to him. Michelle Trachtenberg was found unresponsive in her Manhattan apartment on February 26, 2025. She was 39. Her death was confirmed to be from complications of diabetes mellitus following a liver transplant she had undergone in 2024. Those close to her said she had been open with people in her circle about how much she had struggled in her final year. Following her death, skaters on social media noted that Ice Princess and her character Casey Carlyle had inspired many of them to pursue the sport. Her co-star Sarah Michelle Gellar wrote, "I'm heartbroken. She was endlessly talented and kind." Joan Cusack plays Joan Carlyle, Casey's fiercely protective mother, a biology professor who has mapped out her daughter's future for years and watches that plan fall apart in real time as Casey chooses skates over scholarships. Cusack played Joan's tight-wound love for her daughter with a warmth that kept the character sympathetic even at her most controlling. Joan Cusack was born Joan Mary Cusack on October 11, 1962, in New York City, the daughter of actor and filmmaker Dick Cusack and mathematics teacher Nancy Cusack, and the sister of actor John Cusack. She was raised in Evanston, Illinois, and graduated from the University of Wisconsin in 1984. She was twice nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for Working Girl and In and Out, and won an Emmy for her guest role on Shameless in 2015. She married Richard Burke in 1996. They have 2 sons. After Ice Princess, Joan Cusack continued working steadily across film and television, with notable roles in Shameless as as the emotionally volatile Frank Gallagher's wife Sheila Jackson, running from 2011 to 2015 the Toy Story franchise as the voice of Jessie across all 4 films, and raising Hope. She has largely stepped back from public life in recent years and works selectively. She is 63 years old as of August 2026. Hayden Panettiere plays Jen Harwood, Tana's daughter, the reigning queen of the ring, whose confidence and technical skill make her the obvious favorite until Casey arrives with her physics-derived innovations. Jen's complicated relationship with her mother, who controls her skating life completely, gives the character more emotional depth than a simple rival role would suggest. Hayden Panettiere was born Hayden Leslie Panettiere on August 21st, 1989 in Palisades, New York, the daughter of actress Leslie R. Vogel and actor Skip Panettiere. She began acting at 11 months in commercials, voiced Princess Dot in Pixar's A Bug's Life at 8, and built a child acting career in soap operas and television before Ice Princess. She later became a global star as Claire Bennett in NBC's Heroes from 2006 to 2010, and as Juliet Barnes in Nashville from 2012 to 2018, earning 2 Golden Globe nominations for the latter. She was engaged to Ukrainian boxing champion Volodymyr Klitschko. They have a daughter, Kaya, who lives in Ukraine. Panettiere's brother, actor Jansen Panettiere, died in February 2023. She published a memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning, in May 2026, in which she wrote about addiction, postpartum depression, and the trauma of early fame. Hayden Panettiere died on August 16, 2026, 2 days before this script was written. She was 36. No cause of death has been confirmed, and investigation is ongoing. Her father said she was an incredible light and a force of nature who brought immeasurable love and joy to all who knew her and to the millions who watched her on screen. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We release new videos every week. Trevor Blumaz plays Teddy Harwood, Jen's older brother, the Zamboni driver whose low-key warmth and growing interest in Casey provides the film's romantic subplot. Blumaz brought a relaxed, grounded energy to a role that could have been decorative. Trevor Blumaz was born on February 28, 1984 in Canada and built his early career in Canadian film and television. He told the Ice Princess production team that he spent nearly 2 months on hold during the audition process before finally landing the role of Teddy. Outside of Ice Princess, his credits include a role in the Canadian series Instant Star and several independent films. He is a trained musician and has maintained a presence in the Canadian arts community. After Ice Princess, Trevor Blumaz continued working in Canadian television and film with credits through the 2000s. He has maintained a very private life and has no significant public presence outside of occasional fans' convention appearances. He is 42 years old as of August 2026. Kirsten Olsen plays Nikki Fletcher, one of the junior skaters Casey helps to improve through her physics-based coaching, a competitive and occasionally prickly presence at the rink whose art through the film tracks her own growing respect for the new girl. Olsen was 13 during filming. Kirsten Olsen was born on December 1st, 1991 in Canada, and like several of her Ice Princess castmates, has kept her personal and professional life largely private after the film. She has no significant acting credits after Ice Princess and appears to have stepped away from the industry in her teens. After Ice Princess, Kirsten Olsen has not pursued a public acting career. She is 34 years old as of August 2026. Juliana Canarozzo plays Zoe Block, another junior skater in Casey's orbit at the rink, a competitive figure whose skating background was genuine. Canarozzo was a real competitive figure skater before being cast in the film, which gave the skating sequences an authenticity that production could not entirely fake. Juliana Canarozzo was born on October 31st, 1990 in New York and competed as a figure skater before transitioning to acting for Ice Princess. Following the film, she continued skating and worked in entertainment on the periphery of both worlds. After Ice Princess, Juliana Canarozzo pursued a career that blended skating performance, entertainment, and social media content creation. She has maintained an active online presence and continued to work in skating-adjacent entertainment. She is 35 years old as of August 2026. Paul Sun-hyung Lee plays Mr. Lai, Tiffany's father, a small but warm supporting role that gives the film a bit of additional texture in the Rinks community. Lee was 32 when he filmed the role, working steadily in Canadian television. He would go on to become one of the most recognizable faces in 2 separate global entertainment franchises. Paul Sun-hyung Lee was born on August 16, 1972 in Daejeon, South Korea, and moved to Canada as a baby, eventually settling in Calgary, Alberta. He attended the University of Toronto's drama program and launched a career in Canadian television and theatre. He won 4 Canadian Screen Awards for his role as Appa, the family patriarch in the CBC sitcom Kim's Convenience from 2016 to 2021. While filming Kim's Convenience, he was cast in The Mandalorian as Captain Carson Teva, a recurring X-Wing pilot in the Star Wars universe, an experience he described as overwhelming for a lifelong Star Wars fan who had seen the original film at age 5 with his father. He's married to Anna. They have 2 sons, Noah and Miles. After Ice Princess, Paul Sun-hyung Seung Lee built one of the most remarkable second-act careers of any cast member in this script, voicing Uncle Iroh in the live-action Netflix adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2024, appearing as Inspector Albert Choi in Murdoch Mysteries from 2024 through 2026, and reprising his Star Wars role across The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. He received the Governor General's Performing Arts Award in 2023 for his contribution to Canadian arts and his inspiration to a generation of Asian actors. He turned 54 on August 16, 2026. Thanks for sticking until the end. If you want more videos like this one, subscribe to our channel, Shakla, we post new videos every week.